Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Gear before you're bringing you another Minecraft 401 vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Bristol F.2 fighter. The Bristol F.2 fighter was a British two-seat biplane fighter and reconnaissance aircraft of the First World War, developed by Frank Barnwell at the Bristol Aeroplane Company. It is often simply called the Bristol fighter. Other popular names include the Brisfit or Biff. Although the type was intended initially as a replacement for the pre-war Royal Aircraft Factory BE-2C reconnaissance aircraft, the new Rolls-Royce V12 engine gave it performance of a two-seat fighter. Despite a disastrous start to its career, the definitive F2B version proved to be a maneuverable aircraft that was able to hold its own against single-seat fighters. Its robust design ensured that it remained in military service into the 1930s. Some surplus aircraft were registered for civilian use, and civilian versions proved popular. So yeah, the Bristol F2 fighter, a very kind of iconic aircraft of World War I. It was a pretty interesting aircraft, being able to serve as a two-seat fighter with a tail gunner and all that stuff. I believe it actually makes its appearance also in Battlefield 1, if I'm not mistaken. But overall, pretty cool aircraft, and gonna make an awesome addition to your World War I maps. It's a very iconic British World War I fighter. But yeah, with that, let's kind of go ahead and take a look here at the design. And as you can see here, it's obviously a biplane. We have the two wings, the wing on the bottom and the top. The forward engine here with all the little details surrounding it. We have the landing gear, the rigging that goes in between the kind of struts here that support the two wings. And then on the back here we have the pilot seat located here, and then we have the seat here for the rear gunner. And that's pretty much the plane. Nice simplistic World War I biplane. That'll make an awesome addition again to any battlefield you might be working on. Anyways, that's it for this overview. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, going ahead and get into our first layer. We'll be going ahead and starting with layer 3. Now we're starting with layer 3 because we get a better basis of the aircraft established, and layers 1 and 2 are basically just a landing gear, which are a lot easier to just go ahead and add on to these two layers. If you're completely new to my aircraft tutorials, the way I like to structure these tutorials is I like to do half on camera, half off. What this means, I'm going to be building the center line of the aircraft, and then basically from that point, I'm going to build the right side of the aircraft, and then it'll be up to you guys to copy the left side over in between layers. It's pretty simple, and since this is a small build, it should be pretty self-explanatory and pretty simple. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing we want to do here is we're going to go ahead and place down a row 3 of dark oak wood slabs. After we have that done, we're going to go and then take our yellow concrete. We're going to go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow concrete blocks, a dark oak wood trapdoor, and then a polished andesite stair coming off that dark oak wood trapdoor. We can go ahead and then delete these placeholder blocks, and we should have a nice space of 5 between the rear landing gear there and the bottom here, the wings. Once that's done, go into the sides here. We're going to place down an air brick fence post on the front and back slabs here, and then a dark oak wood slab there in the center. We're going to go then place down a row 3 of dark oak wood slabs across, with a dark oak wood fence post coming off this slab toward the front there. We're going to go ahead and also grab ourselves some barrier blocks, and we're going to be placing down barrier blocks going back from this dark oak wood slab, 1, 2, and then we're going to place down 2 stone buttons here on the side, like so. After that's done, we want to go and then take our dark oak wood slabs. We're going to place down a row of 3 across, and we're going to then take our dark oak wood stairs, and we're going to do a row 3 of dark oak wood stairs across, with the backs of the stairs facing toward the outside of the aircraft, like so. We then want to grab ourselves quartz stairs, and we're going to be using smooth quartz. We're going to place down a row of 3 of smooth quartz across, followed by 2 rows of 3 of smooth quartz top slabs, so 1 and 2. We're then going to go ahead and place down a row of 2 of smooth quartz top slabs, so 1, 2, and then an iron trapdoor. We're going to go ahead and then do 2 iron trapdoors here, followed by a spruce wood trapdoor. We're going to go ahead and then do this same row 2 more times, so 1, and then we're going to go and do 2, like that. And then we just want to place down 1 iron trapdoor coming off this one out here to the side. So just like that. And once you have that complete, you're going to take that same design on the right side here, flip it over to the left side, and this way you should get looking at it from a top-down view for layer number 3. With that, let's go ahead and move into layers 1 and 2. Alright guys, moving into layers 1 and 2. Layers 1 and 2 are pretty straightforward, so we're just going to go and do them basically both sides all together. For this, what we want to do is we're going to start off by going ahead and go into these dark oak wood fence posts. We're going to place down an end rod that comes down from them. On the bottom of those end rods, we're going to go ahead and place down a dark oak wood top slab on the bottom like so. We then want to go ahead and go back from the slab with a, or back from the end rod with a slab, and then we're going to place down a dark oak wood top slab right here in that section there, and same thing over here. Once we have that done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of end rods to go between these dark oak wood top slabs here on the bottom, and we're going to go to the sides here of the dark oak wood, and we want to place down a row of 2 of black stone walls, and then a wither skeleton skull on top of these 2 walls with the faces facing toward each other like that to go and make these wheels. Same thing over here on this side as well. And again, our wither skeleton skulls here, which will be facing each other like so. And then once we have that done, the last thing we need to do here is to take iron trapdoors, and on the bottom of these nether brick fence posts and dark oak wood slabs, we're going to place down iron trapdoors, basically completely closing off the bottom here like so. And same thing over here where we can place iron trapdoors. We're going to place them around the bottom here to keep that nice white undercolor there for the aircraft. And once we have that all complete, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layers 1 and 2. And with that, we're going to move into our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block, which is going to go ahead and go on top of this dark oak wood slab right here. Coming off that block, going forward, we're going to place down an additional polished andesite block and then 2 polished andesite top slabs, like that, coming off of it toward the front. Going back from this, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 green terracotta blocks back, 2 dark oak wood top slabs, a lever on top of this dark oak wood trapdoor, which is going to be facing toward this slab, and then a dark oak wood fence post on top of the stair after the lever. We're going to go ahead and then place down a dark oak wood slab, and then a spruce wood top slab like that for the end there. Once we have that done, we want to go ahead and then place down a polished andesite top slab to the side of this full block here, and then a polished andesite upside down stair like that going back from it. On both sides of this top slab here, we're going to place down a zombie head coming off the side of that slab like so. We're going to go and then go back from this polished andesite stair with 1, 2, 3 green terracotta blocks, followed by a dark oak wood upside down stair like so, and then a top slab directly after that. After that's done, we're going to the side here. We're going to go and grab ourselves a wither skeleton skull and end rods. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull coming off this green terracotta block, and then we're going to go back from it 1, 2, and 3 end rods like so. With that all complete, we're going to go and then take our barrier blocks, and we're going to go up and out to the side here, so kind of diagonal from that end rod. And we're going to then take a stone button, and we're going to place down a stone button here on the inside of that block. We then want to go and go an additional 1 and 2 barrier blocks back like that, so it should look like this here on both sides. Once we have those barrier blocks placed, we're going to go and then take our jungle fence posts, and we're going to place down a fence post on top of these 2 dark oak wood stairs. And we're going to go and also take our fence post, and we're going to place them down on top of this iron trapdoor and this quartz slab right here. We're going to then take green carpet. We're going to place down a green carpet between these fence posts, and then on the remaining quartz top slabs and upside down stairs, we're going to place down green carpet on the top there. Once we get to this point, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some dark oak wood trapdoors and spruce wood trapdoors. On top of these spruce wood trapdoors, we're just going to place down a row of 3 across. And then we want to go and cover the iron trapdoors up here with dark oak wood trapdoors on top of them, just like that. And with that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for layer number 4 for the build. Again, here's an overview of what it looks like. And with that, we'll go ahead and move into our next layer, layer number 5. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of this top slab right here. Coming off it, we're going to place down a black stone wall toward the front here. And then come off the side here of the black stone wall, facing toward the front, we're going to place down an iron frame with a black concrete block in the iron frame and a dark oak wood sign over it. We're going to go then take our oak wood slabs. We're going to place down an oak wood slab like this to the right side, or sorry, the left side of the plane. And then over here to the right side, we're going to place down a slab, top slab. We're going to go ahead and then go up on the right side here with another half slab, and then over here on the other side, we're going to go down with a top slab, like so. And those right there are going to make your props there, or your propeller there for the aircraft. After that's done, going ahead and moving back from this, we're going to place down an additional 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks. So you have a row of 3 here. We're going to then place down a iron trapdoor, or not iron trapdoor, sorry, a stone pressure plate, a cut sandstone slab, a mossy cobblestone wall, cut sandstone slab, and then another stone pressure plate like so going back. And that's going to be for our cockpit there. We're going to then place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 green terracotta blocks back like so. a spruce wood plank like this, and then a spruce wood stair coming off the back there. Once that's done, going back up to the front here, working our way out to the side, we're going to place down a stone brick wall at the side of this andesite block. We're going to go then place down 1 and 2 andesite blocks back along the side here. And actually, it's going to be 2, 3, and 4. Now, coming off the sides of these blocks, we're going to go and place down a wither skeleton skull here. And then 1, 2 end rods back, and then another wither skeleton skull, which is going to be coming off of this end rod, like so. And this one right down here is also, we're going to change this to actually be coming off this end rod, like that. Should look like that there on the sides. After that's all complete, we're going to then take our green terracotta. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4. Green terracotta blocks back. 1, 2, 3. Mossy cobblestone walls. We're going to go then skip a space, go back to this last green terracotta block. We're going to go out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4 iron trapdoors, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3 spruce wood plank or spruce wood trapdoors. Come off the last 3 there. And we just want to place down a stone button on both sides of the spruce wood plank, like so. Taking our stone buttons again, we want to go ahead and begin with by taking our stone buttons and placing down 1 and 2 on these 2 barrier blocks. And we want to go and then go up and out to the side here with our barrier blocks, like that. And then we're going to go and go an additional 1 back, and it's going to connect to this iron trapdoor right here. We're going to place down a stone button here on the side of this barrier block, on the inside, and then 1 on top of here, like that. And that's what we should have there for both sides there for the tail. Now with that complete, we're going to go and then move into the supports here for the wings. So for this, we're going to place down a oak wood fence post on top of these ones right here, and also on top of these fence posts right there. We're going to go ahead and go in between these fence posts, and between the fence post and the fuselage here. We're going to place down a barrier block on both sides, and then a stone button come off the sides facing toward the front and back of the barrier blocks. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves a chain. We're going to place down a chain between these fence posts here. We're going to go then place down a barrier block coming off these fence posts like this, and also these fence posts here as well. Stone buttons on the sides here, just like we did for the ones on the inner side there. And we want to go ahead and also place down a chain between these fence posts there on the very end. With that all complete, that's going to pretty much do it for this layer. One thing we also have here is these banners. Now the banner design, it's pretty simple. To go ahead and kind of discuss this a little bit, we do want to make sure that when we're building this, we will use 1 letter, which will kind of designate the squadron or something that this aircraft in particular belong to. I'm not going to show you guys the letter, but I just did an L. You can do whatever letter you guys want, but you can find a tutorial, plenty of tutorials out there for making different letter banners for whatever you're going for, and we're just using a green banner with a white letter. However, I will be showing you guys how to make this Royal Air Force Randall, and we'll go ahead and move into that to start with. Alright guys, so moving into making these Randalls. They're super simple. We're just going to be going ahead and going into our loom. We're going to need 2 blue banners, 2 white dye, 2 yellow dye, and 4 blue dye. Going into our loom, we're going to place down our first banner in here. We're going to take our yellow dye, and we're going to go and do a border around each one of these banners. So we're going to get 2 of these banners with a yellow border. Our first banner here, we're going to put it into our loom, put our white dye in the loom, and then we're going to do a line along the left side. We're going to take the other banner and do the exact opposite, a line here on the right side. We're going to go and then put either one of these banners back in. So we'll start with the one with the white line on the left side. We're going to go and then place our blue dye in the loom. We're going to select the box up here in the top left, and then we're going to select the box here down in the top, or in the bottom left. And we get this banner here. We're going to do the same thing for this one, but this line's on the right side, so we're going to go do the bottom right square, and then we're going to do the top right square. And we get 2 banners that basically look like this. And these banners here will very simply just go to this section here, and we're just going to place down 2 banners like that, and we want to make sure that the white is facing toward each other, like so. And that's how you make your RAF Randall. Pretty simple design there. And once you have that put on both sides, you're pretty much good to go. And again, you can put that letter banner there to kind of represent squadrons or the plane designation or something of that sort. Anyways, that right there is it for layer number 5 for the build. And with that, let's move into layer number 6. Alright guys, so moving into layer 6. Before we go ahead and do, I want to go and mention real quick that one thing I forgot to do was from the previous layer, I forgot to place down a barrier block here that's going to be coming off this wither skeleton skull in the front here. So just go and place that barrier block, and we want to go and also place down a stone button on top of it. Anyways, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and basically start working our way on the center line and work on layer 6. For layer 6 to begin with, we're going to place down an iron bar. That's going to go on top of this polished andesite block here. And we're going to go then place down 2 black concrete blocks back from that. We then want to place down a smoker with the kind of panel side or whatever this is right here facing toward the pilot. And then we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate, which should be coming off of it like so. Once we have that all done, we want to go ahead and then place down a zombie head on top of this mossy cobblestone wall like so. And then coming off that zombie head, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate, which is going to be opened up toward the zombie head. We then want to place down a fence gate that's going to be on top of this stone pressure plate and have this opened up toward the rear of the aircraft. Going back to the fence gate, we're going to place down 2 daylight detectors, followed by a dark oak wood trapdoor, dark oak wood slab, 2 green terracotta blocks, and 2 spruce wood planks back. On the sides here of this first spruce wood plank, we're going to place down a chain out to the side here, and then a lever coming off like that connects up to the chain like so. With that finished there, we're going to go ahead and then place down a red banner that's going to be on the side here, and this banner here is going to be a red line, white line, and blue line. So it's going to be like that on both sides there. And then we're going to take our green carpet and place down a row of 4 green carpet going across there. After that's done, going back up to the front here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block next to this one, a second block back, stone brick wall, and then a polished andesite stair with a corner stair coming off of it. We're going to then place down a daylight detector, turn it to night mode, 2 dark oak wood slabs back, and a dark oak wood trapdoor directly after that. With that all done, we want to go and then go to this section here. We're going to go up from these fence posts. We're going to place down a fence post up like that on both sides there, and then a chain going in between those fence posts like that. After that's done, going into this section here, we're going to place down a fence post up from this chain, a chain going forward, and another fence post like so. Once we have that done there, we want to go and then grab ourselves a barrier block, and we want to go ahead and start off by placing down a barrier block that goes up from this out to the side there, and an additional barrier block right here. So we have 2 right there, and we're going to go and start off by placing down a stone button on the side here, and then on top of this barrier block like so. With that all done, we want to go and then skip a space from this fence post here, and we're going to place down a chain in the middle there, and same thing back here. We're going to skip a space over and place down a chain like that as well. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layer number 6 for the build. And with that, we're going to move into our next layer, layer number 7. Alright guys, going ahead and move into our next layer. We moved into layer number 7. For layer 7, to go ahead and get started with, we're going to take our iron trapdoors. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor on top of this iron bar, then 1, 2, and 3 trapdoors back to create a row of 4. Once we have that done, we're going to place down another brick fence post on top of these 2 blocks here, and then a iron trapdoor between them. We're going to go then place down a row of row 3 of iron trapdoors across like this, and then 1 and 2 out to the side. We're going to go then place down a jungle fence post on top of these 2 right here. And after we have that complete, we want to go and then place down a barrier block coming off this fence post to both sides like that. We're going to then place down a stone button coming off the sides of those blocks. And then going over here to this outside here, we're going to place down a fence post on top of these 2. And a barrier block coming off those fence posts as well toward the inside here with a stone button on both sides like that. After that's all complete, we're going to then go back to this section here. We want to go ahead and place down a polished black stone upside down stair on top of this dark oak wood fence gate here. Dark oak wood sign on both sides of the stair, item frame on the side of the block, and then a bed rotated facing backwards like so. Coming off this, we're going to place down an anvil. Dark oak wood sign on both sides of the anvil, and then end rod coming off the anvil like that, facing toward the tail. After that, we're going to go and place down a spruce wood plank on top of this one, stone button on both sides here. And we want to go and then place down a dark oak wood slab going forward from it, and then a green zombie head going back toward the rear like that. And then once that's all done, that is going to wrap up what we have here for layer number 7 for the build. And with that, we're going to move into our final layers, layers 8 and 9. Alright guys, go ahead and move into our next layer. We'll be moving into layers, or our final layers, layers 8 and 9. For these layers to begin with, we're going to place down a dark oak wood slab on top of this iron trapdoor, and then an additional dark oak wood slab back from it. We're We're going to then place down 2 slabs here to the side. And we're going to then place down a zombie head here in this space on top of this fence post at a 45-degree angle. From that, we're going to place down 2 slabs here. And then 2 more slabs like that come off there. Basically 2 rows of 3 of dark oak wood slabs come off to the side. We then want to place down 2 dark oak wood stairs to the side here. And then taking our quartz stairs, we're going to place down a row of 3 of upside down smooth quartz stairs. We're going to place down 2 rows of 3 of smooth quartz top slabs. And once we get to this point here, we're going to place down a smooth quartz top slab there in the center, smooth quartz upside down stair here, and then another upside down stair in this section here. After that's done, we want to go and then take our spruce pressure plates. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3. Coming off to the side here, we're going to go and then take our iron trapdoors, place down 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then our iron trapdoors here again, 1, 2, 3 in the front. After we have that done, we want to go and then take our green carpet. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3 here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And in this section here, we're going to place down a blue carpet, a red carpet, a blue carpet, and on both sides of the red carpet here, we're going to place down our blue carpet. We're going to then place down a spruce wood trapdoor on both sides like that. And then taking our dark oak wood trapdoors, we're going to place down a trapdoor on top of these iron trapdoors like so. And once we have that all complete there, that is going to wrap up what we have there for this layer. Actually, one last thing on top of this black stone stair, we're going to place down a black stone button and then an item frame with a green stained glass pane rotated around like that on top of the stair. And with that all done, that is going to basically wrap up what we have there for layers 8 and 9. And with that, that's going to wrap up my tutorial here for the Bristol F.2 fighter. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this design and are able to put it to good use. If you guys do end up using this build, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This can be a link from a side of the build, link to my channel or this video if this does appear on any social media sites. As long as you guys give me proper credit for the build, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on and all that fun stuff. And with that, thank you guys again so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been DerekFrostWestbrook, and I'll see you guys next time.